Hi, today we're going to actually be doing the next lesson in our Structures of Life, the Sprouting Seed, and we're on part 2. Remember from our earlier lesson, our focus question is what effect does water have on seeds? And let's go back and take a look at how our investigation was originally set up. And Ms. Funk was kind enough to do the investigation for us. And she set it up. Remember, she sorted all of her seeds, and each day she's adding 1 milliliter of water to each group of seeds. So let's think, why do plants make seeds? Well, they make seeds because no plant can live forever. Some plants live for thousands of years, like the redwood trees in California, but others live for only a few months, like the annual blanket flower. So your moms might be planting annual flowers around this time of year. I know I've planted some. Each plant dies when it gets old, and then different things happen. Because organisms die, every kind of organism must reproduce. And when plants reproduce, they make new organisms just like themselves. Peach trees make new peach trees. Tomato plants make new tomato plants. Watermelon plants make new watermelon plants. Every kind of plant makes baby plants to replace those that get old and die. And the seeds, well, those are the reproductive structures of most plants. Every seed contains a baby plant. It's actually called an embryo. And remember, we've talked about the embryo and the seed is in a dormant stage. It's resting. You can see the embryo if you're super careful, and if it's a large enough seed, if you soak it in the water and then you separate it right in 2 halves, the embryo will actually be stuck on one side of the seed. So let's think back to our original prediction. Remember, we were predicting what would happen to the seeds once we added the water. What effect does water have on seeds? Well, here's what the seeds look like on day 2. So Ms. Funk made some observations for us. Most of the water had evaporated, so she added another milliliter to each group of seeds. And in some sections, the water actually changed color. She's thinking that this was because of the color of the seeds. Some seeds felt softer and looked bigger. This is making Miss Funk think that they absorbed some of the water. What's it making you think? Well, here's what the seeds look like on day 3. Again, most of the water had evaporated, so she added another milliliter to each set of seeds. She's noticing that there was a major change to the black lentils. Those are these guys right over here on the top right. Do you notice? There's something poking out. Here's an up-close look at those black lentils. Do you notice these sprouts? Here's day 4. Let's look closely and observe each seed type. What do you notice? Let's look at some close-up photos. These are the apple seeds, pumpkin, black lentil, sunflower seeds, green lentils, and these are green bean seeds. Here's day 5. Look closely. Do you notice any changes? What do you notice? Here's day 6. Day 6 is actually the final day of our investigation right now. This picture shows the difference between what the seeds look like on day 1 compared to day 6. An easy one for me to point out is these green lentils. Do you notice what they look like on day 1? Here's what they look like on day 6. Look at each group of seeds and make some comparisons. Next, you're going to watch this video on seed germination. Just click play. Now it's time for us to reflect. Think about these questions because we're going to discuss them during tomorrow's Google Meet. If you think you might forget your ideas, just go ahead and jot them down on a piece of paper, or you can write them in your Seesaw journal. Think, did anything surprise you? Why? Well, now that you've seen the changes so far, do you need to revise your prediction about what might happen next? Why or why not? I look forward to hearing your answers. Have you done any seed planting recently?